Okay guys, this is a RB-20 engine rebuild. I rebuild this engine, install it, and we start this engine already. So I want to start it this morning, overnight, and hear how it working this morning. And then I will do my final tune up, let the engine idle for a while. So I'm going to turn the ignition on and let the pump pressure up the system, which is a good practice. You always turn your ignition for a few seconds before you start your engine, so it will pressure up your engine. A lot of we just sit down, turn the key, it start here, but give it a few seconds and you'll get a better start. So as you see here, I'm going to make my first attempt for the morning. Let's hear what the place there. Okay, it's the first start, morning start after the rebuild start, which is yesterday start up. When we installed the engine yesterday, we started. So this is the first start for the morning after rebuild. So it has some little noise. I had to check the belt tensioner. Also, I hear an air leak somewhere around the area here. So I will look for that leak to see. Exhaust also have a leak, so you wouldn't get that smooth idling, but I suppose I get a little better idling here because the engine won't adjust all those little screw and holes and all them things. I want to check all that to make sure that everything is in place. So this engine, as you can see here, morning start after rebuild. I'm going to shut it off back and try and next attempt start. So always give your engine time to oil and warm up. Again, it's idling a little too slow, but then if you have a good exhaust system, it the idling is good here. But due to the exhaust system in this, I need to drop a little. Maybe I might leave it right here too, because the engine is not jumping to say, well, for full start. Remember, your engine will always vibrate a little for your full start, right? So I guess when it warm up, it will level off smooth and nice. So let me give him a little X here. Yeah, there is something there. So that's it for this here. This RB-20 engine rebuild. Okay guys, this is a Nissan Navara. As you see there, move engine. So there's a lot of vehicle that I fix, different type of vehicle, um, Toyota and all these things. This here is all the parts from the Navara engine that I have to put together. This is in the tree here, Navara. Some other engine there to build. I do a lot of engine rebuilding. Any type of engine, name it. This one here is the injector. These injector them the WE engine. I don't believe they make a tool to take it out when it's hard. They make a tool that could pull it out when it's easy. But these guys here is trouble to take out. Most time these injector will damage when you have to take it out. Because usually some of these I use about a 10 feet extension with a pipe to turn it out from this vehicle. Well, not this vehicle, but vehicle like this, right? Because what has caused it to stick is when the washer leaking, it build carbon to the tip, and that is who it. So it's difficult to take out this here. A lot of them will say use a tool. You have no other tool to take out this. The tool that they make to take out this is when it not seasoned the head. This for these injector them is seized in this block, so it's difficult to take it out except a pipe wrench extension. This is how usually I take it. Use a pipe wrench and clamp it back here. So what has happened when you're using this pipe wrench here to hook it there, and here pipe wrench slip it damage this area here, because time you turn in, remember this will move off and you will have to hold in this area deepen because you don't have nowhere else to hold. So this injector, all this will damage here, and both of them, and also see this pipe and the next one to go inside that. Stand up at least 10 feet or 9 feet and you keep pulling this to turn it. These injector them is very difficult to take out when they seize. Thank you guys for viewing.